Hi there, and welcome to managing your Showit account and making sure that you're able to maintain your website and all of the sections that are included in it. So in this video, I am going to show you how the website is segmented down by page in Canvas and some of the most popular tools that we use while managing your new template. So here I am logged into my client's website. She is a custom client, so I built this for her, but I need to teach her how to use it. So this is a really helpful video to show her how she can manage her blog and her website. So when you are logged in to your Showit platform, you'll see that there are a few different menus, and the platform can feel a little overwhelming at first. And don't worry, once you get in here and you start playing around, it becomes a lot more easy to use. Every platform has a learning curve, but the reason why I choose Showit is because it's a visual builder where you're able to see everything and click on everything and manage it. So I think it is a lot easier for my clients to use, obviously, than coding. So when we log on, you're going to see that there'll be a mobile version and a desktop version. A first note to take into account, if you're changing anything, moving anything around, changing out backgrounds, colors, or fonts, you're going to want to make sure it also changes on the mobile too. The only thing that will actually change on both will be if you switch out images or you add text. But if you move anything around or you change the color of anything, you're going to want to make sure to do that on both the mobile and the desktop. Anytime you're going through and making any changes, note that there is an undo and redo button at the bottom. So if you make a mistake, you can always undo it. And support is right here in the corner. If you make a mistake and you need them to restore an earlier version of your website, you can always ask them to, hey, can you restore it to like yesterday's website because I messed up big time. And they are normally happy to do that within 24 hours. You can preview your website right here, and once you're done making your changes, you can publish it right here. You can preview it by using the mobile or the desktop version. Just note that if you click on the blog will just show the actual design template. It won't show your live post until you make it published to the world. I have another video showing you how to manage your blog. That is the WordPress version of this series, and that will be in a later video on this screen or in this playlist if you're watching from YouTube. So let's go over some of the menu options and the tools that you'll be using here in Showit. Site settings is where you're going to connect your domain and request your blog. So when you don't have your domain connected right here, it will have a little prompt under custom domain to connect your domain and request a blog from Showit. So when you do that, you will be asking Showit to either go and grab your post from another website that you have and migrate them over to Showit, or if you do not have a current blog and you're starting from scratch, they will set up a new blog for you. They will also give you information to update your DNS settings, and we'll go over that in a different video, but you'll request that right here. Once your blog is set up, you can control your blog domain right here. The design settings is where all of your colors live. The fun thing about this is if you ever shift your colors, you can do that right here, and it will shift everything that's this color to the new color that you choose. So make sure that if you are playing with any of them, that you don't lose the original code if you want to go back to that, because it will change everything that is that color. You also will be able to control the font settings right here. These are segmented down by title, heading, subheading, and paragraph for both desktop and mobile. And let me move this out of my way. Maybe. I cannot move that out of the way, but we can go up here and we can choose fonts, and you can add different Google fonts right here, and you can also custom upload fonts that you have purchased on Creative Market or other places on the internet. So you will say you want a custom script font that's not a Google font that's on here. You can purchase a license, download the file, and upload it, and you can do that right here. There will be another video that will go into more detail of that later on in this series. As we go down, you'll have a media library where you can upload all of your images and things. You can segment them down into your folders. This is where you can upload fonts, your logo, images, things of that nature. You'll also see that there's a Site tab. The Site tab controls all of the pages, and then the Page tab controls everything on the website. So the website is broken down by canvases or sections. Each canvas, when you highlight over it, will highlight the square or rectangle for that canvas. So specifically, if I click here, this is my hero canvas, and it's going to expand right here and show me all the elements that's on that canvas. So we have a button text, we have a button background, and we have a heading right here. The background is actually going to be over here in the canvas settings that pops up when you click on the background. So right here is the canvas background, and you can change those out. You can change them to just a color, a video, a gradient, or an image, and we have an image right now. A good thing to note that if you do change out the canvas backgrounds, those do change on both desktop and mobile. Anytime you want to move anything around, it's literally as easy as clicking and moving. And maybe you made a mistake, you can undo it right there. If you want to change the text, all you have to do is double click on the area and you can type right in the text box. When you do that, you'll see that your text style and your text properties will all show up here. And then you also have a click action button where you can add a link to anything. You can add it to text, you can add it to images, just by using this click action. You can choose from a page, a canvas, which are these right here. And then you can also do top of the page, URL, social, email, SMS, or phone. The main ones you'll be using is the page and the URL, and maybe some canvases. So say I wanted to link this Work With Us page button to the bottom of this page. I would want to maybe go to, say, that living room one. I'm going to go to Hero, Work With Us, and maybe I want this to go to a canvas instead, and then I'll select the canvas that I want it to go to, and then that way it will go to the bottom of the page. But I don't want to do that, so I'm going to undo those changes, just like that. To swap out images, all you have to do is double click the image, and it'll bring up your media library. You can add additional images by clicking the media library right down here on the bottom page, and then clicking an image and adding it to the page. You can duplicate things on the page. So say maybe you want two types of images like this. You can highlight both of them by dragging both of these and highlighting them both, and do Control-C or Command-C on Mac, and then Control-V or Command-V on Mac. And then you have two of these guys here now. Oops. I am going to undo that and redo it. Control-C, Control-V. And then now I have both of them right here, and I can move those all around my page wherever I want it. If you need to add some more space, you can hover right over here on this grid, and you can add more space. Just like that. Again, I don't want to make any of those changes, so I'm just going to go ahead and undo all of this. Okay, So as you go through, you can do that on any section. Anytime you click on a different area, it will show you what canvas that is. This is the canvas name, and then what elements are inside. And anytime you click on anything, it will highlight it over here. So just a quick remembrance, everything that you hover over with that blue rectangle is a specific canvas. Anytime you click on anything, it will expand a menu on this side for whatever options that pertain to that element. So this is a text element, so it's going to come up with the text settings over here. This is an image, so it's going to come up with the image settings over here. Click actions should be on everything. And then we're going to go back to the site tab, and I'm going to show you site canvases. Site canvases are the type of canvases that you have on every single page. So typically it's the menu, the mobile menu, and the footer. When you're on an actual page, how you can distinguish if it's a site canvas or not, I'll go down to the footer because that's the easiest one. When you hover over it, let me zoom in a little bit, oops. Zoom in right here. When you hover over it, you'll see that there'll be a diagonal, a little overlay to let you know that this is a site canvas. If you make changes on this canvas, it's going to make the same changes on every page that this canvas is currently loaded on right now. So for instance, if you're going to make a change for your mobile tab, maybe you're adding a new page, you're going to want to make sure you make it on your mobile, but you're also going to want to make sure you make it on your desktop too, because typically those are two different canvases, and they're going to, those changes will make the changes on every single page. So anytime you are making sure that you are wanting to see those changes live before you publish it, you're going to go to the preview tab. Like I said before, this automatically saves every, I think, like 10-20 seconds. And so you don't ever have to worry about publishing before you're ready. But once you're ready, you've previewed it, you can go ahead and hit publish, and it will be live to the world. One more setting that I want to go over really quick. We'll go over to this in a deeper dive later on in this series, but I want to go over our page settings. So when you click on one of the pages, you'll see over here on the right hand side a page info, page background, animation, and SEO settings. The main one I want to show you right here is the SEO settings. This is where you're going to put in your meta description and the page title right here and your share image right here. This is really important if you are wanting to rank on Google, which I'm sure all of you do. If you're a custom client, I take care of this for you, but if you are a template customer, then this is a good place for you to make sure that you're adding your meta description so Google doesn't try to pull it directly from the website. So those are the main places that I wanted to show you here in this Showit video. This is our Showit Basics video. We have more in the series that we will dive deeper into things like we'll go deeper into site canvases and SEO settings, blogging, all of that. We'll go a dive deeper into that in a later series, but this is our overall basics of maintaining your website. I hope you found this helpful, and of course, if you have any questions, please reach out. Can't wait to help you.